Hey friend, today we are talking about what to do with a sick baby because I have been stuck in my house for 3 weeks. And do you know how hard it is to record weekly YouTube videos when you are stuck at home with a sick baby in quarantine? Really hard. So I haven't done it. Instead of what we had scheduled for this week, I'm going to talk to you about this really important subject because clearly it's something we need to know. And I have developed some amazing tips in the past few weeks that I'm really excited to share with you. I'm Katie Huey Harrison, founder and editor-in-chief of Undefining Motherhood. We're an educational site and community that equips you to do this mom thing your way. And I'm really excited to equip you with some knowledge that I have gained the hard way, and I hope it's gonna help make your life just a little bit easier the next time your little one gets sick. This video is especially for babies who are up to a year of age. It's really gonna make a difference with those teeny tiny ones when they're not feeling well and you're not sleeping well. So I'm gonna tell you my 6 absolute must-have items that I've discovered over the past few weeks are incredibly helpful. Let's get started. First item that you've gotta have on hand if you have a sick baby: a nasal aspirator. So in the hospital when your baby's born, they'll give you a little bulb syringe, but those just don't work that well. So I actually use this. This is the Frida Mom version, the Noze Frida. This is the electronic one. I also have the manual Noze Frida because that does suck a little bit harder. Recently, I've also been hearing great things about the Dr. Noze, which is an electric version, just like this Noze Frida, except it supposedly has better suction power. So I've not tried that yet, but I hear it's great. I don't necessarily care which one you have. I want you to have one that works for you and your baby, because when they're congested, getting that mucus out of their head makes such a difference. In fact, did you know that babies don't breathe through their mouths for the first year of life? So when our babies get congested and then they have to lie there and we hear this like rattling sound up in their noses, oh my God, it's heartbreaking. And also they can't rest well and they need rest to help those little bodies recover. So one thing I really recommend above all else, number one on my list: nasal aspirator. Okay, second on my list of must-haves for new babies: an ear thermometer. So you can check their temperature without having to stick a thermometer in their butt, or rely on the forehead ones, because the forehead thermometer, in my opinion, not accurate. And when I say my opinion, I mean I've used like 4 different brands and they've never, ever been accurate. I have compared this particular ear one. This one is from Braun, and I love it because it has these little different plastic caps that you can stick on, so I can change it out between children, between illnesses. It's really great. This one I have tested against the rectal thermometer on multiple occasions, and it has always been very close. So to me, this is by far the easiest way to take your baby's temperature, especially when you want to do it regularly. Number 3. This is my saving grace right now. This did not exist with my first child, and I am just over the moon about it. This is called the Medi Frida. It's made by the Noze Frida company. And what you do is you take this little syringe and you get the medicine that you need in it, and then you stick it into this little hole in the pacifier. Give baby the pacifier. Wait for them to start sucking, which I don't know about your baby, but my baby doesn't really take a passy, so it takes a minute for her to start sucking. And then you can just push the medication straight in so that it actually goes when she's sucking, and thus she swallows, because she already has that reflex going. If I don't use the passy, I just use the syringe and I put it into her mouth, most of it just comes dribbling out the side. This thing, game changing. I also love it for giving her gripe water, which is another really great tool when a baby's sick, but also just for every day. Number 4, this is a chest rub from Tubby Todd. I love it because Tubby Todd is an amazing company. They make really safe, reliable formulas of things that I trust putting on my baby's skin. And that's huge when they're sick, because personally, I don't want to give an infant something like Vicks. Actually, pediatrician has specifically said, don't give an infant something like Vicks. I don't know if all pediatricians say that, but mine has. So we're not gonna do that. But I did ask if I could use this Tubby Todd ointment, and they were totally fine with it. It's great because it's lavender and eucalyptus, so it's nothing that's gonna be too harsh on their skin. It's super calming, but it's a salve. So you can rub it on baby's chest, just like you would Vicks, and then it's got this amazing smell that might calm and help them sleep, but also eucalyptus is something that is used to open up airways. It is in a Vicks formulation, so that helps them to breathe, because remember, we're trying to let them breathe through their noses, and that's so hard to do if they're congested. So this was a game changer for me. This particular sickness, when baby was up every 2 hours at night, unable to breathe, and just being able to put a teeny tiny bit of this on her chest and know that she was breathing that in really, really made a difference. Number 5, you wanna have a big towel or blanket. And here's why. Take the towel, roll it up so it's nice and thick. And then you wanna lift the crib mattress and put the towel underneath, because it's a really inexpensive way to use something you already have in your house to elevate that crib mattress just slightly at a level that pediatricians say is safe to help baby. If they're congested, it's gonna help them with drainage. They're not gonna be totally flat, getting all of that drainage down into their throat and into their lungs. So it's gonna help with that. The other thing it's really great for is, what if your baby doesn't have the nasal congestion we've been talking about? Maybe they have an upset stomach. Well, you know what? This also helps with that. It's gonna help diminish reflux because they're lying in their beds without being so flat on their backs. This is a recommendation that a lot of doctors give for babies who have reflux in general. Just make sure that when you do it, you're putting the towel or blanket underneath their mattress, not underneath their head, because you don't want to add any choking hazards to the crib. Another really great alternative to this is if you have a bassinet that is adjustable, because then you can have baby in your room where you can hear them really easily. That's what I did when mine was sick this time. I used her bassinet and I just let it be higher by one setting on one side, and that's the side that I put her head on, so she was just ever so slightly elevated. And finally, number 6, well, this one's for you, mama. Coffee, because it's exhausting. And I just want to acknowledge to you, if you are watching this video right now, it means you're struggling. It means things are hard. You're not sleeping enough. You're maybe a little bit worried. You're having to hear your baby make these sounds and struggle and not feel well and whine, and they just need you. And that's great that you are able to provide this comforting, safe space for them. But oh, it's hard. It's hard, mama. I know it is. So take care of yourself. Drink some coffee. Keep yourself awake. Whatever your thing is, maybe you like tea. And you know what? This is a time, I always hated it when I had a little bitty baby and people said, oh, sleep when the baby sleeps. And I was like, how am I gonna sleep when the baby sleeps? Do you know how many things I have to do? You know what? When baby is sick, forget the other things. As much as life will allow you to, sleep when the baby sleeps. Coffee and sleep, they will take you far, my friend. I hope it gets better soon. I hope baby feels better soon if you're watching this while you have a sick little one. Thank you so much for joining me. Drop a note in the comments below and tell me what your favorite item is for when baby is sick. We can make a great list and we'll have a really helpful resource for every parent who needs this information. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day.